got this awesome RV lock. It's a keyless entry lock. You can either use the keypad or you can use the little key fob. And recently we noticed it stopped going when you locked it and unlocked it. It would make that tone.
How'd it go?
And if you push the buttons, they would make a tone. And it was like, okay, all of a sudden that's not making that noise. And then we went to go use the keypad and it wasn't working. And I was like, uh-oh, we really like that feature, because if something should happen and we're not here and the animals are, and somebody calls us and says that there's a problem, we can say, okay, here's our code, rescue our animals. So Tom got online and sent an email to the RV lock people, and they sent us a new component. So I took the lock off the door, disassembled it. This is the part that goes inside, and this is the outside part. Unplugged it, and now I'm getting ready to switch out this piece with this one. So I've already got it unscrewed. Let's see if it's as easy as I'm hoping it is. Take off my glasses so I can see. I'm doing this on the floor so that I don't drop any pieces or screws or anything, and I'll be able to find them because they'll be right here. Trying not to screw up that little seal. Okay, so this will just unplug out of here. Okay, so here's the old one. And I don't know what could have happened, but maybe they just go bad. But it's only been a little over 6 months, so I'm hoping that that's not a common occurrence. So now we take the new one, carefully plug this white cord back in here. Trying to get this back in here without pinching the wires. I think that's it right there. So I'll screw that back in, and then we'll have to go to the door, because this comes through the door hole and connects to this, and then we need to screw everything else back onto the door. So let's see, let me get all this screwed in. Watch it and then fast forward it. Uh-oh. Alright, now it's time to put this back through the front of the door. And to hold it in place, you have to put this plate onto the door jamb. There's the 2 little screws for that. And then once that's up there and through, then we can put on the inside part of the door.
By the way, this is our view for the last several days and for the next day and a half. This is our view. Keystone Lake, just outside of Cleveland, Oklahoma, and just outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is my view. Woo, this is better than looking at the lake.
What's that, a woman that knows how to use tools?
You got that right.
All right. So I've got the front of the door lock in here, and now I need to put the switch plate on it. Before I tighten it down all the way, I'm going to make sure that the front is straight, because it can go a little bit crooked. So there's really no other way to put it in, but you can adjust this just a hair. I know my big head's in the way. All right. Now I need to go and get the other part, the inside, so I can plug this in and then screw in the screws there, and I have got those in my back pocket. Okay, so here's the inside part of the door. So I need to take this and plug it in. Oh, we have sound. It's kind of nice. It's just, I mean, the key fob was still working and it was still locking the door and unlocking it, and we could use the key, but I just really like. I mean, that's part of why we bought this, was to have a keyless entry, and for us it's kind of a safety precaution for the animals, because that way you could always just give your code to an authority and they can get into the house. So you have to be really careful you don't pinch the wires when you put it back on. So I just kind of folded it, zigzagged. You have to be careful not to pinch them. Oh, and you have to get this little doodad just right with this. It has a flat side, and so does the red knob. So I have to get that on there too, just right. This is one of those jobs that it's good for a girl with little fingers. Did I miss something?
Where's the handle
Ah. Good question. All right. Let's see what happened. Not working. Must have missed inserting something into somewhere else. That's why it's always good to do this with two people. Good catch. Normally I'd be the one to catch that.
Thanks. I've made my contribution.
Yeah. You did that wrong. Why's the handle sticking out?
I didn't say that like that. I've learned. Lori is always right.
Just confusing because you have all those little wires you have to be careful of. You have to get everything inserted just the right way. That's what she said. This right here is part of that handle, and it needs to be right in there so that it can push the latch, and it was not where it belonged. So tuck that in there again. Okay, screw this back on again. Now, didn't I have that on me?
Yes.
Must have took it off.
Where's the key fob?
Must be over there. I think I took it off. I had it on my belt loop. It's on the floor.
Yep.
All right, you can see that we use ours a lot. The paint's all coming off of it. Tom gets it and he says, which one's which? So let's see. I don't think it's going to work with this. I think we're going to have to reprogram everything, but let's just see. It worked.
What do you know?
I'm going to try our code on the other side of the door. Nope. We have to change the code. And then we'll probably have to reprogram the key fob. So now I have to do this again. Punch in the original code.
So the only way in and out's with the key fob.
For right now, until I get it programmed right. I think it took us probably about 20 times the first time too. You did 10 times. No, maybe you did 15 and I did 5. And then I got it.
Hey, but we love the lock.
Yeah, we do. All right. Okay, now I'm going to try and unlock it with the code. Yes!
Yay!
Do-do-do-do. Just have to get it all done in that 12 seconds. All right, one more try locking it with the code. And the key fob still knows it. We have success. Yay! Thank you, RV